to BOS Finance Radio. I hope everyone's having a fantastic week so far. Daniel, I have to say, Ottawa's weather has been so pleasant lately, but you can already feel fall slowly putting its footprint. How's Toronto treating you?
Hey, Emma, same here. Toronto's been enjoying those mild, comfortable days, too. No jackets needed yet, but you can definitely sense that fall is quietly on its way. Perfect time to sip coffee and dive into the markets, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of markets, let's get into our first segment, Market Update. This past week, from September 5 to 12, we saw quite a roller coaster across U.S. and Canadian markets. The Dow opened Monday at 4,174 and ended the week lower at 39896. The Nasdaq, which has been leading much of the tech excitement, started at 17,811 and slipped to 17,332 by Friday. Meanwhile, the TSX in Canada opened at 22,718 and closed at 22,557, a modest dip. So, Daniel, the headlines say it was inflation jitters, oil price swings, and some heavy tech sell-offs driving these moves. Can you break it down for us?
Yes, Emma. The week was dominated by U.S. inflation numbers that came in hotter than expected. That raised concerns the Fed might keep interest rates elevated longer. Oil prices also softened midweek due to weaker demand signals from China, which pressured energy stocks, especially in Canada. On the U.S. side, technology stocks that had been riding a rally faced some profit-taking. So the declines in the Nasdaq make sense. Investors locked in gains after a strong summer run.
So, in short, inflation fears, oil weakness, and tech fatigue kept things bumpy. Got it. Now let's turn to our second segment, Stock Update. This is where the real action happened. We've got the most talked about names of the week. Daniel, walk us through them.
Sure, here's the rundown. Warner Bros. Discovery jumped after reports of a potential takeover bid by Paramount Skydance, fueling M&A speculation. Paramount Skydance also rose on that same buzz. Tesla had a strong run, riding both rate cut optimism and some reassurance about Elon Musk's continued role. IonQ soared after UK regulators approved its purchase of Oxford Ionics, a big step for quantum computing consolidation. Gemini Space, the new IPO, drew investor attention with a strong debut. Supermicrocomputer gained as it started shipping servers built on Nvidia's new Blackwell Ultra AI chips. Now for the laggards, RH dropped on weak earnings and trimmed guidance. Moderna faced renewed vaccine safety headlines, pushing the stock down. Oracle slipped after initially rallying on AI optimism, with investors taking profits. In Canada, Cenovus Energy stood out on the positive side, lifted by rising crude prices.
So, a week of M&A buzz, quantum breakthroughs, a fresh IPO, and big moves in both tech and energy. But also a reminder that earnings misses, safety concerns, and profit-taking can swing sentiment quickly. And that's a wrap for this episode of Boss Finance Radio. Before we go, a quick note, stay tuned. We're working on a very interesting and inspiring story that we think everyone should hear. You won't want to miss it. We'll be back soon with more stories, updates, and insights from the markets. It's been a busy week here at BOS Finance Radio, and we've loved sharing it with you. If you learned something new, we'd really appreciate a like. To stay with us for the long haul, make sure to subscribe. And if you know someone who's eager to learn more about finance, share this with them. We're building a community, and your support means the world. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.